I was standing in our kitchen, barefoot on cold marble, holding her phone while it vibrated again. She was in the shower. Steam, running water, a locked door. The message preview lit the screen for half a second. Last night was worth the risk. That was all it took. I didn't scream, I didn't shake, I didn't drop the phone. I just felt something precise inside me snap into place. Quiet, sharp, permanent. That was the moment I stopped being a husband and became a witness. We didn't start broken. That's the part people never believe. We met young, built slow, learned each other's habits the way you learn a city, street by street, flaw by flaw. She used to fall asleep with her hand on my chest like she needed proof I was still breathing. I trusted her with everything, passwords, weaknesses, my blind spots. I worked longer hours so she wouldn't have to. I believed in us so completely it never occurred to me to doubt. That kind of trust doesn't crack loudly, it erodes. She started guarding her phone like it was a second heart. Late work dinners, new perfume, a distance that wore the shape of politeness. She still smiled, still kissed me, but it felt rehearsed, like muscle memory. I told myself I was paranoid. Love makes you generous with excuses. Then the phone buzzed. I didn't confront her. That's what amateurs do. Confrontation gives them time to lie. Instead, I waited. I watched patterns form. Tuesdays, Thursdays, every second Saturday. Her car mileage, her calendar edits, the way she showered the second she came home. I hired a private investigator the way some people hire a therapist, quietly, desperately, needing the truth more than comfort. The PI didn't ask many questions, he just nodded and took my check. 3 weeks later, he handed me a folder. Photos, dates, times. My wife in a hotel lobby, laughing with a man who knew exactly what he was stealing. Her hand on his arm, his mouth too close to her ear, their reflection in the elevator mirror. Intimate, careless. There it was. My life reframed as evidence. I didn't cry, I didn't rage, I planned. Betrayal doesn't hurt the most when you discover it. It hurts when you realize how long you were being managed. So I matched her patience with mine. I hired a lawyer the PI called Ruthless, which turned out to be a compliment. She read the file once, looked at me and said, "Do you want to win quietly or devastate politely?" I chose precision. We audited everything, accounts, assets, shell transfers. She had been careless, using joint funds, shared accounts, marital property to finance the affair. Hotels, gifts, a leased apartment in someone else's name. Infidelity wasn't the weapon, fraud was. While my wife planned weekends away, I planned my exit. While she rehearsed lies, I drafted affidavits. While she slept beside me, I learned how to erase her legally. I played the part perfectly, loving, distracted, safe. Let her believe I was weak. Let her believe I was blind. I waited until she was comfortable, until she started talking about the future again. Renovations, travel, children she suddenly wanted after years of indifference. That's when I knew she thought she'd won. I invited her to dinner, her favorite place. Private room, soft lighting, no witnesses she could charm. She smiled across the table. I slid my phone toward her. Not messages, photos. She went still. The color drained from her face in stages, like a city losing power. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I narrated. Dates, amounts, locations, legal consequences. When she tried to speak, I placed my hand flat on the table, the way I used to when she interrupted me, back when it was affectionate. "This is the part where you listen," I said. She cried, denied, begged, promised, the usual choreography. Then I slid over the final document. Divorce papers, asset freezes, a notice of intent to sue for financial misconduct. Her hands shook as she read. That was the moment the power shifted. You can feel it when it happens. Her accounts locked, her reputation bruised quietly, professionally. Her lover disappeared the second subpoena surfaced. I moved out without drama. No shouting, no scenes, just absence. She called, texted, showed up at my office once, eyes wild, voice cracking. I didn't answer. Silence is devastating when you deserve noise. The divorce finalized faster than she expected. She lost more than money. She lost control of the narrative. Friends stopped calling her. Family asked questions she couldn't lie her way out of. And me? I slept better than I had in years. It isn't. It's about balance. She took my trust. I took my future back. I didn't destroy her. I simply removed myself and everything I carried from her life. That was the punishment. Now, when I think of her, there's no anger, just clarity. I trusted completely. I learned completely. And when the truth demanded action, I answered with precision. Some betrayals deserve forgiveness. Others deserve consequences.